So good evening, I'm Violet Ho, the talent captain that leading the Horus development and consulting. And I will describe myself as the creative, passionate, and active person. And my quote is success is getting what you want, happiness is wanting what you get. So have you applied for any project in talent basket before?
I actually had my first interview last Friday for potlatch.
Oh, so you are already familiar with our company?
Yes,
Okay, then can you please tell me a bit about what is your understanding about Talent Basket?
based on my understanding, Talent Basket provides talents like me opportunities either for a project, for internship, or for talent captains like you. And also they provide training or seminar sessions, which is the TB Talks. And I actually attended a while ago
Oh,
one of TB Talks.
do you like that?
Yes, it is quite insightful. I learned a lot.
Yeah, oh, that's great to hear that. So that's true. Talent Baskets is a virtual workplace that's enabling to provide you some practical learning experience by providing you some internship to the talent and the talent captains. And the unique point of Talent Basket is that our talents are come from different countries. As you can see in the map, we got four main talent baskets office at San Francisco, Xiamen, Taipei, and Grand. And our talents come from different countries like Los Angeles, London, Hong Kong. There is where I'm from, and also Tokyo. And where do you from?
I am from the Philippines.
Oh, Philippines, that's a nice country. Although there's any, because of the pandemic, I can't go there. But it would be great if I can traveling up to the pandemic. Yes, that's true.
Yes.
So in Talent Basket, we mainly provide two solutions. The first one is the essential project. That means the internship will managed directly by the company representatives. So for Horus development and consulting, the project is one of the essential projects. That means in this project, you work directly with the management team of the Horus development. Apart from that, we also have the business project. That means the internship will managed by both project manager and company representatives. So here are some past and ongoing opportunity that we have worked with. So can you please tell me any company that you can recognize in this slide?
I am familiar with Google, of course, Airbnb, and I think that's all.
Yes, that's cool. And apart from Google and Airbnb, we also working with CKW Estate, Winning Trees and Tom James. So if you are interested in working in this free company, so feel free to apply for the internship. All right. So here's our management team. We got Jason Lin as our founder and CEO, Hedrick as our chief technology officers, and Cedric as our account director, JZ as our program and content director, Kuha as our account executive, and lastly, we have Prana as our talent engagement lead. So for Talent Basket, we already mapped for 2,000 talents and providing over 200 roles and work with more than 15 companies and 14 talent captains, and we hope to meet more talents in the future, and we are hoping we can see you in the futures also as part of our talent. So here's our overviews in our global talent community. As you can see, we mainly provide 5 roles in our community. For the first one are the talents like you, the student executor with specialized skill set. We also have the captain like me to help the engagement and facilitating the whole conversations between the client, the management team, and within the team. Also, we have the coach to ensure the talent learning success, expert to ensure the customer success and provide some domain expertise. Lastly, we also have the advisor to provide some career advice and mentorship. So here are some customer features that you might be interested in, and this is also where the funds are being invested in. For the first one, it may be more familiar to you because that is the student providing a matching. We find you through the matching system, and we will identify whether you have the relevant skill set or knowledge in the position, and then we'll invite you for the interview. After that, we also have the regular trainings that you joined before. Other than the training of TB Talk, we also have the project checklist to guide the talent to understand their learning process. Moreover, if you have any feedback, you can reflect it in the weekly timesheet that to document your weekly commitment. Like if you think, oh, that is too many hours for this internship, we can just reflect it in the weekly timesheet. And you think, oh, this internship have a really bad experience, please be also stated in the weekly timesheet, and because we have the rating for the learning experience. Lastly, we also provide you with the monthly evaluation to investigate whether this internship have reviewed the expectation from both sides. So please feel free to stop me if you think anything need any clarifications. Yes, and I will just keep going.
Yes.
Yeah, so here's a career development pathway. So I hope that you can be one of our talents. After the talent, you will be invited to be the talent captain trainee like me. Once the talent basketing you are ready, and we will invite you to be official talent captain, and you will receive payment per project per month. After that, you think, oh, I really want to develop myself in talent basket. Feel free to join us in the TB account, TB sales and marketing, etc. So here are some common work ethics that you may need to pay attention on. So first one, always listen and communicate within your team. Do respect the privacy from all parties, and take note while you are having any meetings with carry any important message. Always be on time and be punctual to submit every task, and be resourceful and supportive to your team. Lastly, always have a pamphlet. And here's a list of situations that you will be blacklisted. So for the first one, if you decide not to continue after committing to an internship project or sign a contract with us, oh, I'm afraid that you will be blacklisted. Or please don't fail to respond any deadline or miss any meeting without any valid reason by informing us in advance or any prior notice in advance. And try never being arrogant and rude to your team members, hiring manager, and to the employer. Lastly, remember to complete your weekly timesheet and monthly evaluation form. So if you avoid of doing this, I think you won't be blacklisted in this project. So here are some consequences of blacklisting. So for the first one, you will receive a negative referrals. That means you will be downgraded in your resume. Sooner or later, people will talk and share, oh, I remember this candidate. Oh, she always late for the submission of work. And then sooner or later, you will receive a bad professional image. Oh, moreover, do you need any document support for this internship? Do you need any document support for this internship?
Yes.
Oh, then be careful. If you haven't finished the whole process of this internship, no document support will be given. Also, would you need any credit for this internship?
Yes, I will be needing that too.
Oh, then please be cautious on the blacklisting issue, or else you're unable to obtain the credit for your university. So as Talent Basket, we're hiring the tourism YouTube broadcast marketing intern for Horus developments and consultings. So have you done any research about this company?
Yes, I did.
Yes. Then can you please share with me of your general understanding about this company?
So my understanding about Horus development and consulting is that they specializes in luxury tourism. They offer services related to tourism destinations and brand development. They integrate and prioritizes sustainability with their operations, and some of the services they provide are sales and marketing, sustainable marketing, social media marketing, public relations, crisis management, and database management. And they also have represented the Monaco Government Tourist and Convention Authority in Asia, and they have also worked with ILTM, or International Luxury Travel Market, Prince Hotels and Resorts, and more.
Yes, that's cool. Kind of quite a detailed explanation and research from your side. And I will just something more to be added about this internship. Yes, Horus are mainly focused in the luxury tourism sectors, but for this internship, we mainly focus on the Horus broadcast. That means to promote new idea, values, and best practice in the fields of sustainability in travel and tourism. For the broadcasting, they have highlighted some relevant topics like environmental protection, cultural heritage, or leadership, etc. I see that you do have some research on the portfolio about the Horus developments like the hotels and the resorts. And also, apart from that, Horus and also have some competitors in the tourism sectors like the trap motels and catch on. So if you are interested in this company, feel free to visit their website. So here are the job description for this marketing intern. First, you work directly with the Chorus broadcast team, since this one is one of the essential project. So you work closely with the Chorus broadcast team to develop a video productions and marketing storytelling to cultivate a global following for its YouTube channel. Second, we will be part of the creative process to create YouTube video and broadcast content to promote future tourism. Third, we will also need to organize, sort, and plan Chorus broadcast digital assets to support the YouTube video editing and marketing. Lastly, you work with the team to upload and publish the short videos and broadcast audios to various social media platforms. So, do you have anything that need any clarification on right now?
None as of the moment.
Yes, that's cool. So here are some learning outcomes that you can be expected, since the internship are mainly focusing about the video making and also about marketing. So you'll be more familiar in social media marketing and online video productions in the fields of travel and destination marketing. Moreover, since we are taking a remote internship, so we'll be more familiarized in the digital workspace and some workspace communications. So I get that's all from my side for the company introduction. Do you have any more questions that you would like to ask for this company or for Talent Basket or even for this position?
I would like to ask you, how was your experience working with Talent Basket?
I would say like for interns, you won't have much opportunity to work with Talent Basket. It depends on the project, right? Because mostly I work as the essential project, so I mostly work directly with the client instead. But if you ask me how was my feeling that work with Talent Basket, I would say it is quite supportive. So whenever you have any issue that you don't know how to fix it, you can just ask for help for your colleagues, and then they will help you to bring out any solutions for the problem. So overall, I would say working with Talent Basket is kind of supportive and kind of like, and I enjoy the experience in Talent Basket. And I hope you can also receive the good experience in Talent Basket.
Yes, hearing that from you, I kind of felt relieved that you enjoy working with them, and I hope I do too.
Yeah, and I hope I can really work with you in the future. So do you have any more questions that you want to ask about Talent Basket maybe?
None as of the moment.
Yes, that's great. So shall I just ask you some questions about this position?
Okay.
Yeah, sure. So can you please introduce yourself a bit?
So I am Glen Pelayo, and I am from the Philippines. I am currently taking a bachelor's degree in international travel and tourism management at Lyceum of the Philippines University, Manila. I describe myself as an independent person because my mother, who is a single parent, works overseas overseas since I was a child. And that is why I also learned to be adaptable and persistent in achieving my goals. Throughout the years of studying travel and tourism management, I developed a passion for sustainable tourism, which pushed me to join a national competition in the category of Destination Marketing Plan, which focuses on developing sustainable marketing strategies, where my team and I represented our university and won the first place. And actually, we are currently competing again in an international competition in the same category, and I hope we won the first place again. And joining these competitions gave me an opportunity to channel my creativeness into the presentations and on the sample marketing materials. And it also made me more competitive and an expert in managing my time. It also gave me an exposure on tourism product development and marketing, which I hope to be developed more by working as a tourism YouTube podcast marketing intern of the Horus podcast. And I know it will be challenging, but I am willing to take the responsibilities and give my utmost effort. And I hope to earn this opportunity to pioneer my career as a future tourism professional. That would be all.
Yes, that's cool. Such a detailed self-introduction. That is good to hear that you won your first play for the national competitions. I haven't received any first place in any competition yet. Wow, that's cool. So,
Thank you.
why are you interested in this project, and what are your expected learning outcome from this project?
So, after my first interview with Potlatch online event marketing intern role, I realized that it was not for me and that my heart belongs in the tourism industry. And I wanted to work with Horus Development and Consulting because they aim to promote and transform the tourism industry to sustainable tourism, which I believe will be an exceptional experience for me because I know that I will be working with people who share the same passion as I have, and that is um, advocating for sustainable tourism rather than for mass tourism. And I actually listened to the first episode of the podcast, and something that I remembered was that tourism should not be consumed. It should be experienced. And that is one of the aim of the Horus podcast. Horus podcast and the Horus Development and Consulting
Oh,
to
that's cool.
develop.
Yeah, go on.
They want to develop tourism so that it won't be mass tourism. That's all.
So just now you mentioned a lot about the sustainabilities. So can you please tell me about, do you think sustainable tourism is important and why?
Yes, I believe sustainable tourism is very important because tourism is one of the major contributor in the economy of a country. For in the Philippines, if you are familiar with the case of the Boracay Island, what happened there was that there was uncontrolled tourism, there was uncontrolled development, mismanagement of the waste. So the island just turned very it was unsanitized, and it was the aesthetic of the island was lost, and they were compelled to close the island so that they could bring the beauty of it again and develop it into a more sustainable way. And they have closed so many establishments in that island to achieve their goal.
Well, Wow, the silence happens to many things, and I hope this internship can really bring you some outcomes that you can contribute into sustainable tourism. So that's cool. And so, how can your skills and interests help or add value if you were to be chosen for this position? Do you have any relevant skill or interest that will help you to stand out from the crowds for this position?
I believe first is that my passion for sustainable tourism, and second is that I am willing to learn. I think I believe I am different from others because I can take criticism very well, and I take that as an opportunity to learn and improve myself.
Mm, that's cool. So, are you still studying currently?
Pardon?
Are you still studying currently? Are you still having your university right now?
Oh, actually, for this sem, we are focusing for the internship. And for the
Oh,
next semester, we will get back to classes again. Hopefully, it will
oh,
be face to face again.
oh. So currently you don't need to get back to school and just focus on the internship right now, right?
Yes,
Oh, that's cool. Because for this project, the clients would prefer more than 15 working hours per week for the first month of the project for the easier communications for the following month. So it would be great if you can focus on the internship for these 3 months. Are you able to do that?
yes, yes, I am.
Yes, thank you. So I think the time management will be fine for you. So I will ask you about what is storyboarding to you?
Pardon?
Storyboarding.
Oh, storyboarding. I believe that is developing a storyboard, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is the flow of the content and the topics that the speakers and the key opinion leader will be talking about. And basically, it creates the story of the podcast.
Mm. Yes, that's good. Yes, almost it. And then um what can be three most important aspect when creating content or broadcasting? What
The
are the
important,
what are the most three important aspects when creating the content for broadcast?
I believe the most important aspect of creating a podcast will be the first is the storyline,
Mm-hmm.
and the clarity of the delivery of the topics that they will be talking about, and the video production as well.
Mm. Okay, so upon the visual production, what do you think? What kind of visual production will attract more visitors or more users or more followers on YouTube?
What kind of video production?
Yeah. What do you think about the styles or any preference that you think this visual production would absolutely bring a lot of noise?
I believe when producing a video on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, um, an attractive an attractive thumbnail for
Mm-hmm.
the YouTube video is very important, and what the audience or the target audience needs to see on the thumbnail is the key aspects of the content of the podcast, so that if they see the thumbnail, they already have an idea of what they are going to expect about the content of the podcast.
Mm, that's cool. So because we mainly focus about the broadcast on YouTube, so do you have any favorite YouTuber and why?
Um, I have a favorite YouTuber in who is based in Canada. They are the Sorry
Mm-hmm.
Girls because they focus on creating DIY
Mm.
things that can be used particularly in home, but I also learned a lot of things from them, especially in how they market their video and how they produce their podcast, because they also have a podcast. So from there I already have an insight on what how the work will is going to be.
Mm. So, do you mind to share more about the insight of what you gain from your favorite YouTuber? Like, if you are hired in this project, what kind of element you would like to learn from them and use that in this project?
Hmm. I believe that my favorite learning from them was whenever they talk about the challenges and
Mm-hmm.
their personal issues regarding their experiences, and they also talk about their experiences when traveling, and that is what I enjoy the most. So and they also share about motivation and their work ethics.
Mm.
So I believe I can channel those learnings to as an intern of the Chorus
Mm.
podcast, to contribute to the success of um, marketing their content.
Mm. That's cool. So, do you have any experience in managing YouTube or social media?
Um, I have no experience yet about
Mm.
managing a YouTube channel, but I have a personal account
Mm-hmm.
on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Mm.
So I believe know I am knowledgeable about that area.
Yes, good to hear that. So, do you have any experience in video editing and what kind of editing tool you use for that?
Yes, I during our study, I studying at the university in the Philippines, we often are given tasks about creating tourism video for a province, introducing yourself, creating vlogs for yourself. So I work as an one man
Mm.
production because I take videos of myself and I edit it, and I use Wondershare Filmora, but I am currently also learning the Premiere Pro of Adobe.
Mm. Mm. That's good. Yeah, it's good to hear that you know some, yeah, learning some editing tool. That's cool. And then, um, what kind of topic about traveling that you are interested to create? It could be anything like environmental protection, cultural heritage, leadership, human encounters, adventures, or performing arts or animal welfare. Yeah, you can have a look on here. Are there any topic you would like to investigate or you would like to bring out in this internship?
I am actually really interested in culture and heritage because
Mm.
on the competition that I mentioned earlier, the international competition that we are currently participating, the province is very rich in culture and heritage, and there is so much more to learn. But the tourists only go there because of the views, of
Mm.
the breathtaking views that the province offered.
Mm.
And I believe that sharing their cultural and their natural heritage is very important as it is also part of the sustainable tourism.
Mm. That's cool. That's cool. I want to investigate more in the cultural and heritage aspect. And I'm looking forward that if you have any sample work that for video editing or anything that you think is relevant about this position, you can just send me the sample work via email.
Oh.
Yes. If you have, but it is okay if you don't have, but it will be great if you have some relevant sample work. It's up to you. Maybe anything you think that is relevant in about this position, then that would be great. Yes, and I'm looking forward. Yes.
May I ask, when should I send it to you?
Do you think you can manage the submissions after the interview? Like, maybe the deadline is tomorrow. Are you able to send it? Yes, that would be great.
Can actually.
Yeah. So, at your convenience, just send me some sample works of your past experience. All right. Yes, it's good to have your interview with you, and I'm looking forward to receiving them. And thank you for joining the interview with me today. Once I got any updated informations, I will let you know by email. All right. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank
It was
you.
nice meeting you.